It seems like you're setting personal records like almost every time you run this season. How would you describe your season so far, and to what do you attribute your continual improvement?
Well, my season has been going very well, and I've been running personal records every meet I've ran at, and I think mostly because I've actually been able to train consistently, because I've been struggling with injuries for the past 4 or 5 years now, and this year is like the first year where I've actually been able to train for months consistently, and that's due to me doing a lot of cross training, not running a lot of miles that I don't really need to do, a lot of bike training, and just a lot of consistent training. I think that's been the main reason why I've been able to run faster now more than ever.
Did you do most of your training here during the off season, or did you go back home some and train as well?
No, I did all my training here. I went home over the summer last year, but then I took a season break and I came back here, and I've done all of my training here at Tech with Coach Kiley.
Have you surprised yourself at all with your performances this year, or did you feel based on your training that you're ready to have a big season?
I knew definitely I could run faster than what I've been running, but I did not think I was going to be able to run a 2-second personal record on the 400, and now I think I've run a 3-second personal record on the 800, and I think there's more in the 800 that I can do. So I'm really looking forward to racing this weekend and hopefully shaving a few more seconds off that personal record there.
You mentioned the injuries. What have you dealt with the most, or what was the most troublesome for you to overcome?
I've had a lot of issues with my back because I have double scoliosis, so there's a lot of issues that come with that. Especially with running a lot of miles, it's a lot of stress put on the back, and I had a stress injury in my back last year, which made me I couldn't train for 2 to 3 months, I think, and it was persistent and kept coming back. But now, since I've been doing a lot more cross training and a lot more practice on the bike and not as much just running, that has helped me get rid of all that, the most of the pain at least, and been able to train multiple weeks in a row and months now in a row, so that was really good.
You said double scoliosis?
Yes, sir.
When was that, diagnosed, and what kind of treatment have you had for it?
So I got diagnosed when I was very, very young, like 3 years old, and I had to wear a corset for 12 years of my life, from 5 to 17. So that was a long, long time, and it's still there. It's something that I can completely get rid of, but now I've been able to manage it a lot better.
So of course, I had a friend who had scoliosis and was around here, and he had something all the way up to his neck.
Yeah, I had it all the way to the neck when I was really young, and then I had it only around my waist and up onto my armpits.
Yeah. Do you ever had any surgery for it?
No, sir. I never had any surgery for it. I was eligible to get surgery for it, but because it wasn't severe enough, we tried to handle it just with the corset. And if it had been worse after puberty and everything, I would have probably gotten surgery. But since I've been able to manage it pretty well, pretty okay, I did not have to have surgery.
So when did you discover running?
My family has always been in running. On my dad's side, my dad always ran. My aunt did triathlons. My family was mostly in swimming, but then switched to running. The coach from home trained my dad too, so it's been more of a family thing. So I've started running about 10 years ago, but I've always known about running, or my family's always been in running for I don't know how many years now.
Yeah. So did the scoliosis and the different apparatus, how much of a obstacle was that for you, either in athletics or socially or anything? How big of an obstacle was it, or is it something that you just sort of dealt with and took for granted?
It was definitely something that I just had to deal with, because also I was really young when I started wearing it, and then I have a twin sister who also had to wear it, so I wasn't completely alone in it. So it was helpful for her to be there and for her to go through the same things I went through. So it wasn't too much of something to deal with, I guess, because also I started at 5, so at that point I wasn't really conceptualizing a lot of how what everything was, but yeah, it wasn't too bad, I guess.
And, I'm sorry. And you said your sister, you said also has scoliosis. What's her name?
Noah.
N-O-A-H? Or
No, N-O-A.
N-O-A.
Yes, she plays rugby, so she.
I see. I was curious, how would you describe Luxembourg for people who?
Small.
Right.
And it's a very small country, but it's nice when it comes to athletics because you have such a huge support staff that's like just really concentrated on you, because we don't have as many people as, I mean, here in the US it's crazy, but in the Luxembourg we don't have as many people that are very good at track, or even so it's easy to be have a good support system around you, from our federation to our Olympic committee and like all like coaches and other stuff. So it's nice in that aspect because you have just so many people around you that are really ready to help you when you need anything.
Since the country is surrounded by France and Germany and Belgium,
yes.
Do you speak any other languages, or do you have any ties to any of the other countries, any of those other neighboring countries?
I speak, Luxembourgish, and I speak French, German, and English. And then my mom's side of the family is French and Polish, so I have some ties to the countries around me, but mostly French.
Yeah. What brought you to Texas Tech?
I wanted to go to the U.S. to come pursue my academic and athletic career, and Tech contacted me to come here and might be able to continue my athletic career. And I had heard of Tech beforehand already from the track aspects. I had heard of their national championships in 2019, so I knew of Tech beforehand, and I knew they were a good school for track, especially because I had to commit. I committed in 2020, so that I wasn't able to come visit. But because I knew of Tech and I knew they were a good track school, I was pretty confident in my decision to come here.
With everything that you've overcome and the adversity you face, what have you done with all these personal bests? How do you push yourself when each week, I mean, it's like, well, I broke it again. What do I do? I gotta break it again.
Yeah, I think really because I was injured so much last year, that helped me a lot with like perseverance and stuff, because I was training here on the bike almost every single day, just alone for an hour to an hour and a half, just alone on the bike. So I think that really helped me run, and it helped me with running and helped me with just racing and everything, and being more like with perseverance and stuff, because now I've been running here. The 2 records I broke here was all alone and with no one in front of me. So and I think with all the training I did last year and this year too, that really helped me to just concentrate on what I need to do and not to concentrate on too many what other people are doing around me, which is what I want to do and I know what I can do.
So who else on this team are you trying to pull along with you and trying to show them, hey, look, I can be 3 seconds faster. You can be 3 seconds faster too.
Most of my teammates, like all the teammates I run with every single day, like the 800-meter group, really just trying to hopefully everybody can get a good season this year, and hopefully maybe I can help them see that we can all run faster, and that everything can go well.
This week, number 1 next to the track team on the ladies' side. Mm-hmm. What does that mean to you that your entire team is being recognized for being that good so far this season?
That's amazing. I think I saw it's the first time in program history that we've been ranked number 1 indoor or outdoor, and I think that just shows how good this team really is this year and how much work we've put in during the fall season and in the fall preseason, and during even now, like every day, the work we put in to be the best in the country now. And I'm really glad that I was able to help maybe with that ranking too. So it just shows that we're really one of the, if not the best team in the country.
So who is the runner that you look to on the pro side that you look to make your strides to be like?
One runner that I've kind of been following for a long time is Keely Hodgkinson, because she's my age, which is insane to me, and I've ran in meets with her before, and it's just crazy to me that she's done this much at that age. So that just even though she is my age, that's just someone I kind of look up to. And then another Luxembourgish runner, Charlene Matthias, who used to run for Luxembourg. She retired last year, but she's really one of the main middle distance runners who's running for Luxembourg for a long time, and that's someone I've looked up to like my whole life. So it was really fun to be able to run with her and be able to see her progression and everything too. It's sad that she retired last year, but yeah.
So what's your ultimate dream in running?
I really want to break the 2-minute barrier. That's really my ultimate main goal. Obviously the Olympics too, but that's still pretty far away. But breaking the 2-minute barrier would be just great for me, because no Luxembourgish runner has done it before. So if I were to achieve that, that would be amazing. It'd be really great.
Do you know what your national record is?
2:0 something, 2:25. It's really close. That's by that woman. She ran that last year, and yeah, but no one has ever broken the 2-minute barrier.
She the one that you said just retired?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the 800, I assume, is kind of your best race? Do you like running 600 or 1,000 or?
I like more the 400 or the 600 meters. I've ran the 1,000. I ran it here at the first meet, which I PR'd in too, but that's not my main focus. I'd rather do the 800 and 600 meters and the 400.
Beyond track and field, what do you like to do? Hobbies or pastimes?
I like to read a lot, and I'm a psychology student right now, so that's been my main focus too, besides track, just doing well in school and being on top of my studies and being able to excel in schoolwork too, and not just on the track.
So your career aspiration is what? Outside of athletics, your career aspiration is what?
I really want to be a psychologist or a clinical psychologist.
So what was the last book you read that wasn't a textbook?
I read from Shirley Jackson, Hangsaman. I like Shirley Jackson a lot. He's a good author.